Hey, good morning, my love. You ready?
Hey, Mama, what's up? Yeah, today we're going to be going over 3-section staff, guys. So get ready. Here we go. Hey guys, what's going on? Steve Greg here. So we're going to be talking a little bit more about the 3-section staff. So there's a lot of ways you can utilize the weapon. One is just a lot of blossoms, a lot of fancy movement, and the other one is utilizing the fighting applications for the weapon, which is not so pretty, but a lot more effective. And then you have a mixture of both, right? And that's where the agility of using the blossoming and spinning the weapon around is good. But what happens is that you lose the idea of why the weapon was created and where the martial application begins and where it ends, right? So the blossoming is good because it gives you an idea of where the weapon is as you're spinning it, and then you can use it to launch to hit somebody at a farther distance away. This weapon is obviously a flexible weapon. Everything that you do off this weapon, you learn from the regular staff, okay? So I know I've explained this in several videos, but we're going to break it down a little bit more. When you're getting into a proper guard stance with this, the more that you work with deeper stances, the better you're going to be in an upright position because you're going to have more strength. But the footwork is the same. So if I'm in, and just say I'm in a guard stance position here and I'm in a fighting stance position, my feet are on a 45. My body is, when I throw my punch, when I throw my lead punch out, my hip is controlled by the torque or the positioning of my foot. If my foot's this way when I throw a punch, my hip is turned the wrong way and I have over rotation of my hip, which means my power is going to be lost. When I put my foot on a 45 and both feet are facing in the same direction, when I throw my punch, my hip can only move so much. And because of that, it's in harmony. So when I throw my punch, I'm working in the same position. So when we have a form where we start here and we go 1, 2, 3, and we work with our feet this way. Now, obviously, we're not going to fight in this position, but if I bring my stance up higher and I work 1, 2, 3, and I work the same principle, my feet have been taught to be in harmony with each other, meaning being on a 45, and this way things work out right. So same thing with the 3-section staff. We're going to work with the 3-section staff. We're going to start in horse stance position. Last week, I worked on a basic drill where we came in here, 1, and then 2, and we launched this way. So what I'm going to do from this position here is I'm going to come back into a middle and block. Actually, what we did last week was 1 here, come over and strike. And what we're going to do this time is we're going to come in here and we're going to go middle, scrape, strike this way. So I'm going here, 1, blocking, 2, blocking, and this is blocking from my foot all the way up to my hip, and from here, I come across. So this one here is blocking the middle part of my body. So I'm going 1 here, scraping to get whatever out of the way, and as I scrape to get what's out of the way, blah.
Is used to make the brew beer in this refinery.
As I scrape to get what's out of the way, I'm going to come in, I'm going to come down, block again to guard, and come across. So I'm guarding and striking. The beautiful thing about this is that the center staff guards the middle of my body. So I'm going to go middle, scrape, thrust, scrape, strike. And this is a angle strike. So if I had short sticks, right, it's the same principle. I'm creating that triangle movement where I'm blocking my body. So I'm coming in here, and then from here I rise and I come straight through. And as I come straight through, if my opponent comes towards, I can actually pull this weapon into guard and come across this way. Okay? So again, from horse stance position, all about harmony. I'm going to draw my opponent in by coming back and off center. So 1, 2. Now I come through. 3 here. All right, so from this position here, I've come through, struck my opponent, rising block, coming in, stepping back into horse. Okay, and to get really good power, I come over the top. So the reason why we do our barrel roll is to gain all this power coming down and hitting our opponent. So, middle, scrape thrust, scrape horizontal strike or angle strike, stepping through, rising, and then pulling back. And then from here, coming over the top.